Constantly evolving is part of human nature, and thus people have taken a great liking towards the Guinness Book of World Records, the publication that indexes all the exceptional things in the world. As gaming has become more and more influential as a medium, it was impossible to stay away from the tempting domain of record-breaking achievements. In what follows, we will be showcasing 10 amazing video game records that are quite impossible to break. Darbian is a dedicated gamer who managed to finish Super Mario Bros. In the fastest time possible, 4 minutes and 57.427 seconds. But this is not all. Some time ago he wanted to prove his skill by breaking even his own best score. Being so keen on establishing a new world record, Darbian practiced for several years, each time managing to shave off just half a second from his previous best. Finally, all this struggle brought him the trophy for the fastest speed run in Super Mario Bros. 4 minutes and 57.260 seconds. This is what hardcore dedication looks like. As we all know, Dark Souls is an immensely hard to beat game when played with a normal controller, so you can imagine how challenging it is to play with 9 different ones. In March 2016, the Canadian gamer Benjamin Gwynn used a Rock Band guitar, a Rock Band drum kit, a Rock Band piano, a Donkey Kong bongo, and a variety of other controllers to beat what is perhaps one of the hardest games in history. Of course, this superhuman gamer received a Guinness World Record distinction for his amazing efforts. The longest Call of Duty marathon lasted for 135 hours, with 10-minute breaks every hour of gameplay because Guinness Book of World Records insisted on these off times due to the tragedy that happened when a gamer played Diablo 3 for 40 hours and died of exhaustion. Okan Kaya from Sydney is the resilient player that managed to achieve the record of most hours played with a controller in hand, spending more than 5.5 days in his attempt of being the mightiest god gamer. The highest Tetris score is 999,999 points, and it was achieved by completing the fewest possible lines, more precisely only 207 of them. New York gamer Matthew Bucco is the owner of this impressive record, and his performance is even documented in the film Ecstasy of Order that features the Tetris World Championship our record-breaking gamer took part in. It's hard to believe that this high score is going to be defeated soon due to the method used to achieve it and the nature of the gameplay of Tetris itself. Victor de Leon 3 aka Lil Poison is the youngest professional gamer. In 2005, at the age of 7, he signed a contract with Major League Gaming, becoming the youngest signed professional video gamer in the entire world. But this is not all. Lil Poison actually began competing in official contests at the age of 4, when he took part in a Halo tournament in his hometown of New York. At the moment, Victor still holds the Guinness Book World Record as the youngest gamer to be contracted by MLG. Hekaterina Kanumi Iglesias is often considered the Iron Lady of gameplay marathon records for role-playing games. She not only played Activision Blizzard's most popular MMORPG World of Warcraft for 29 hours and 31 minutes without any breaks, but she also engaged in a Final Fantasy X session that lasted for 38 hours and 6 minutes straight. She still holds these astonishing records since she live-streamed the entire marathons, while others who've claimed to have played for longer have failed to provide any evidence to back up their statements. Quite possibly one of the most widely criticised games of all time, E.T. was a disaster to say the least. However, despite the game being the mess that it was, it didn't stop people from wanting to be the best at it. One example would be that Glenn Case, who managed to rack up 1,058,399 points. Even though it might seem that he managed to establish a useless record, this avid gamer showed us that high scores can also be achieved in bad games and can really mean something in the long run. A hardcore gamer managed the impossible task of beating the Mega Man X, X2 and X3 with 100% completion in only 43 minutes and 51 seconds at the same time. We know that there are other world records where these games have been beaten in less time, but what is extraordinary about this record is that the player used the controller's inputs across all 3 games simultaneously. The Mega Man games are notorious for being hard to complete on their own, so imagine how hard it is to finish 3 of them at the same time. Dave Race from Ohio achieved the highest score possible in Pac-Man, 3,333,360, reaching the 225th level, after which the game glitches and definitely crashes due to its technological limits. Even though the most popular gamer that truly finished a Pac-Man for the first time in history was Billy Mitchell, Dave did not only beat the game, but he also managed to do it in the fastest time imaginable, only 3 hours, 33 minutes and 12.69 seconds, on an original stand-up Pac-Man arcade machine as the rules specify. In 2014, the Ordnance Survey, Britain's mapping agency, released a complete and updated plan of mainland Britain and its surrounding islands and named it GB Minecraft 2. Based on accurate real-life geographical data, this huge map required 83 billion blocks and represents an area of about 86,500 square miles. But this is just one of the many Guinness records associated with this prestigious game called Minecraft, a sandbox famous for receiving a multitude of awards ever since it was first released. This was our list showcasing some impressive gaming world records, and we hope you've enjoyed our video. If you did, please press that like button, as we do appreciate it and it helps us immensely. We often ask our audience for suggestions to compile these lists, and if you'd like to contribute, please follow Frag Hero on Facebook. If you know of any other extraordinary feats, be sure to mention them in the comments below, because we do try to read pretty much everything. Now would also be a great time to encourage you to subscribe, because we upload new stuff all of the time, so subscribing will keep you up to date with all of our latest videos. You can also check out fraghero.com for more gaming related articles, but until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.